The hotel was in Muskogee. However, we went to both Tulsa, Muskogee, as well as Oklahoma City. What time is it? Need a stopwatch so I can clock. Is there a stopwatch on here? What's it under? Okay, going to start this, and we're going to set this up as I'm a crazy old guy in the noob system with some sort of deranged PTSD. Just gonna travel around and meet noobs and mess with them, not kill them. I don't kill people. Just give you a little rundown. We're not allowed to have interdictors in the noob system. So if they don't know how to use the comms panel up here, square up, I'm going to have to take drastic measures to get a hold of them, which requires patience. Going to be following them, annoying them, dropping into their instance, ramming them. Yeah, you'll get the gist of it. Now, I've jumped to every system within the new bubble and then filtered my map for visited systems so that I don't accidentally, as you'll see, leave it. Now, that allows me to plot routes, and it only will take me through these so I don't accidentally get kicked out and have to start my character over. Alright. Excuse me. Let's go to Dromi. It is the first system people start at, and we'll just kind of expand outward from there and see what we can find. Noobs are easier to find when the game is on sale, because a lot of people will try it. And here in the noob bubble, since you are so restricted on everything that you can buy, it seems like a very balanced game. You'll start in a Sidewinder. Best advice to you is crash it as many times as you want and get rid of it as soon as possible. This is what's known as a loop of shame. Don't worry, we all do it. Since I'm on an alternate account, I can't live stream this, so this will be done in video format, which will have to be uploaded individually. So, here we go. I'm choosing not to have a party. I'm going to keep my audio in game in case I meet someone, which is the whole point, is to meet someone. Sure wish I had my controller keyboard that my wife surprised me with. Her idea of a surprise is to tell me that she ordered it, not to actually let me use it. This guy is harmless. He's in an eagle. He's in a wing, which means he knows how to use the comms panel. Since I'm a deranged old guy, I'm going to start out by, you know, trying to get his attention and slowly deteriorate into delusion, as if I'm having some kind of war flashback. Just to let you know. I still have to get on this account and give leadership to my character, but this civil war will start soon, and it will be a hell of a fight. This guy doesn't seem to be crime detective. Oh shit! No! Because it's D-rated, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get away. Missiles! No! Oh, this is possibly bad. Uh-huh. Damn, they're completely dead. Alright. I may die here. That would be interesting. At 51%, they're still shooting at me. 50%, 48, 47. I just reset rebooted and yep, they killed me. Oh well, that happens. If you blow up, you go to jail. If you rebuy your ship, you have to pay off any fines. No big deal. It happens. If you have a lot of fines, it's a big deal, but still it happens. It's part of being chaotic good structure. You're going to break some laws here and there. And the NPCs in this game, when you first start out, are OP, as you saw.
Detach confirmed. You are authorized for departure.
So, since that guy was there, I'm going to go back, see if I can talk to him. The rebuy on this ship is only 10,000, so it's not that big of a deal. When you start this game, expect to die in the first 10 minutes. Especially in that Sidewinder. And more often than not, you're going to die because you didn't get out of the station in time and the station itself blows you up. So, I think I died a dozen times learning to fly. Most of your super crew, well, all of your super crews, most of the flight in this game will fly much like a aeroplane within an atmosphere that you would see on Earth, like a jet, or some of them kind of handled like a 747, which is still a jet, but you know, large cargo ships. That's what most of your flight will be structured from. Reason for that is not everyone. Oh, there's one. Squirrel. He's a Sidewinder. High energy wake. Can I even scan his wake? No, I don't have a wake scanner. Do they even sell them here? Okay, let's see here. How to search this guy out? Is he going to Matet? Nope. That's where he's going. Oh my gosh, what is... And it took me so long to get here. He's oh no, there he is! Found him! I'm chasing a guy named Cunt Waffle. Alright. No. That's where he's going. Did he change his mind? Is he AFK? Did he loop of shame? He just logged out. Okay. That is what's known as a clog later on in the game, where you just randomly log out of the game to avoid another commander. That is, clog is short for combat logging. It is very frowned upon, even if you're just logging out to the main menu, which is FDev's insertion into the game to give you a graceful exit. However, with the engineering system, it takes most ships roughly 2 to 3 minutes to be destroyed 1v1, even with the deadliest ships in the game, and it's a 15-second wait to go to the menu, so there's no difference. Logging out of the game at any point for any reason while being pursued actively by another player or players, if you're getting ganked, which happens a lot, is cheating. In 2015, FDev made a forum post regarding their standpoint on this matter, as it is not quote-unquote part of the game, and it is an exploit and will be treated as such. You can be reported for it, and you can be banned for it. There's no one here. Let's see here. Let's check my TET, see if we can find any goings on here. When searching for other human life in this game, it is as much as you can expect in space. It's not like driving down roads on Earth in a two-dimensional world. The galaxy is massive, even though I have it restricted to the starter systems. Chancing upon people are pretty rare.
Frameshift-Antrieb wird aufgeladen.
Apparently he landed. Telling how long this guy will be in the mission board. If you wonder what the mission board is, I'll show you. Request docking. Otherwise, you'll be making a very quick exit.
Landing permitted. Set down on landing pad 3-1.
Fahrwerk ausgefahren.
Landing complete. Command system shut down. Welcome, Commander.
This is the mission board. Exploring the galaxy. Not going to do that. That'll leave me. That'll take me out of the bubble, and I won't be able to come back. So. Do I have a cargo ship? Did I ever own one? Ah, no, I didn't.
If you don't have access permissions, exit the facility immediately.
Let's see here. I can't be interdicted by another player. However, I can be interdicted by NPCs. And the adder is much more defensible than the hauler. I love the hauler. Hauler is probably my favorite ship in the game. So since I'm in the noob area, I'm going to buy the hauler. Store your current ship. Excuse me. All right. You don't need this. I mean, you can keep it if you want to. But what fun would that be? Gonna go out naked and afraid. Don't do this outside the new bubble. Just don't. Lightweight this thing. D grade is always the lightest weight. That sucks because in the new bubble you can't buy anything better than D grade anyway. So have to upgrade that somewhere else. No. Okay, gotta make some money. We're broke. Let's see here. 20 tons. You get 26 tons, or let's put it back. Let's put that back. The advanced docking computer. I'll show you how to use those. It is easy mode. Let's see if there's a bi-weave shield generator. There is not. That sucks. I will put that on somewhere else, but for now I'll just leave it empty. As you can see, I have a fully loaded jump range of 9.23. I currently have a 16.37, and my max, when I'm almost out of fuel, my last jump will be 19.1. That is at the center of the bottom of the screen. I have a max cargo capacity of 20 in this ship. So I can go through the mission board. I'll take this mission. Deliver some coffee. We're not mining, not in this ship. Massacre missions are for the other ship. Liberate. Is this going to be on a planet? No, it's not. And a planetary scan. I can do that. Alright, let's do these missions. We're gonna want to go to Otagine first. Let's get that off of there, that's distracting. And I will put a 1C bi-weave on this when I find one. I'm sure there exists one in the game somewhere, but don't know where yet.
Ship released. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
On. That guy. Oh, there's two people here. I'll take the time to say hi to him. Already said hi to him. The hollow indicators on the radar are your players. Oh, this guy's leaving, so he's active. He's not asleep. Oh, he had just landed. Got 4 minutes to get out, so I'm okay.
advise commanders to be aware of your speed whilst in and around the starboard.
Ooh, there's a third. Ooh, he's an eagle. Oh, it's the other eagle that clogged. Gotcha.
Caution. Maintain safe separation. You are in breach of station regulations, Commander. Trespassers will not be tolerated.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Who are you talking about? Alright. Mission objective detected. There we go. Limited autopilot. I wouldn't suggest doing it to stations. It will blow you up. I just realized I put shield boosters on this thing and I didn't put a shield on it. And I remember they only sell size 2 and 3Es. So, oops. I'm gonna have to go back and refit my ship. I just leave the Super Cruise Assist on it. I prefer to dock myself anyway. Dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum. This is what you do when you're bored. You could listen to some music.
Mission objective detected.
Don't want bio waste. Need this, definitely. Just in case pirates show up to kill me.
Cargo scoop.
I'll pick it all up and go sell it. It's a profit. But, just in case... You'll hear me say in multiple other videos, the Hauler is my favorite ship. Or you'll hear me say that the Adder is my favorite ship. I have a lot of favorite ships. Apparently I don't know the definition of favorite. Crate Mark II is a favorite ship. I don't know. I like the utility of ships, so I have favorites for doing certain things. You'll notice a little crosshair down there. That's how you guide it into your cargo bay. See if this works. I had it lined up, see if it moves. And I got it. Get in my belly. Get in my belly. Excuse me. In case you wonder, bio-waste is exactly what it sounds like. As this game's variant of poop. If you doubt me, agricultural places are the ones who buy and sell. Well, not buy and sell it, they buy it. You sell it at an agricultural place. Why? Because bio-waste is fertilizer. And what type of fertilizer do we know of that is bio-waste? Poop! I'm picking up poop. 2 tons of it to be exact. Don't know what I'd do without poop. Why are you sleeping?
Cargo scoop. Retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
And that's that. We've space scooped everything. 1 engage. I may sell this ship and trade it for the Adder because I just thought of something that I would need on this ship. Need an SRV to pick up things off of planets. And I don't have room for it on this ship. So the Hauler, while very useful outside of the baby bubble, the Adder is going to be more useful for inside the baby bubble. So that sucks, but happens. But we're going to complete these 2 missions first. And the reason for that is we need money.
Zorgan Peterson, Echo, November, Tycho. Please submit a standard docking request before attempting to land.
Battery's dying. I won't change
Access granted.
my controller right yet, because I'll show you what happens when it dies. So it's on the video. Ooh, there's a commander in here, so I can talk to that guy while he's been mining. And yes, my wife is singing in my ear, so if I randomly say something that's not to you guys, it's probably her. She's on the phone in my ear right now. Inara is a third-party software you can use on a laptop or a cell phone to, well, find everything in the game that FDev didn't think to put into the game. It is a tool. It is very useful. I don't know how they make a profit from it, but I hope they do because they are incredibly useful.
Docking complete. Perform landing checklist. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Apparently I have a fine here. And I have delivered that cargo. Get 24,000 credits for that delivery. He's still in my instance. He's out of range. So that leads me to believe that
Engage from landing pad. Exit.
possibly he's actually mining right outside the station. If he is, I could pirate him. Oh, it's a high wake. Never mind. He left. Oh well. I forgot to sell my stuff. Forgot to sell my stuffuses. I'll go do that planetary scan with an SRV, which I need and I don't have on this ship. So we'll go here. Think? No, that's, yeah, that's where we're going. Got about 15 more minutes I can put on this video. I'll try to get this done. I would recommend you never sell ships in the game. The reason is when you hit a rebuy screen, if you don't have enough money to rebuy your current ship, you can sell ships you're not using at the rebuy screen to get enough money to repurchase the ship you don't want to lose. When is that necessary? Well, if you happen to, I don't know, have some fines, you're required to pay them. If you have bounties, you're required to pay them at the rebuy screen. So if your ship costs you 1.5 million to rebuy, and you have 1.2 billion in bounties, you have to pay the 1.6 billion. Yeah, 1.6. No, 1.501 billion to get your 1.5 million ship back. And Inara, the best way to describe it, if you need it in the game, Inara has it. There is another third-party site, EDDB. Inara actually gets their information from EDDB, or is it EDSM? I think EDDB gets their information from EDSM, and Inara gets their information from, I believe, EDSM as well. However, Inara it's inara.cz. It's much prettier, it's much more well organized, it is more user friendly. If you are doing, well, if you're exploring and you're looking to find certain things while you're out in the black, EDDB is going to be your friend. If your life consists of never leaving the bubble, I'll show you the bubble here. There's the bubble. That's the galaxy. You can go to every one of those. This is the bubble. If you live inside the bubble, Inara is your best friend. For everywhere else in that galaxy, which is 99.97% of that galaxy, EDDB is going to be your friend. So it just depends on how you want to spend your time. There are a lot of gorgeous sights in this game, period. There's no taking that away from it. They did a fantabulous job of putting this together. It's got some bugs. It does have bugs. But ultimately, it's a good game. What is the game? Well, this is how I describe it to people. You hear people say a sandbox game. Strike that, because it's not a sandbox game, because in the essence of what is known and accepted for the definition of a sandbox game, this doesn't quite fit. However, I describe this game as a sandbox for a different reason, a more literal reason. Just like a sandbox, there's sand, space. There are toys to play in that sand. Ships. You do different things in the sand, buy new toys to play in the sand. But ultimately, no matter what you do with that sand or in that sand, it can be knocked down by a storm. It can be knocked down by another player. It can be eroded away over time just from the wind and the forces that are already existent within the game, if it's not maintained. Ultimately, it is a time killer. Any intrigue, any type of story is going to be one of your own making. There is lore in the game. It is right over here. Where are you? Right in here in the codex. And the lore is beautiful. There's some good stories behind it. There's some good information regarding the game. But ultimately, this game, if you have no imagination, this game is going to bore the living piss out of you. Because you do have human interactions, as you've noticed. I've shown you. A lot of those human interactions don't want to have interaction with you. So unless you force yourselves on them, aka PvP, you're going to be spending a lot of time by yourself unless you find a community. And even finding a community, you're going to have to find things to do with that community that everyone enjoys, because ultimately this game is a grind. Anything you want, you're going to have to grind for it. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, once you get it, you're just introducing yourself into another grind. And then once you get that, there's always a grind. And once you have everything in the game, if you want something else, it's going to require a grind. And all that is just a time-weighted investment. It's a great game to play in between games. It's also a great game to just sink into for hours on end. We've been here for 52 minutes now, and you see what we've accomplished. Not a whole lot, but I'm not bored. I'm meeting people, even though they are completely ignoring me. Normally I would send them PSN messages just to get their attention, because a lot of people don't know that this exists. And that's the problem. It could alarm you better. You know what I mean? I mean, it could flash in the center of the screen.
Frameshift drive charging.
If it flashed in the center of the screen, that it would bring to their attention. But instead, it stays up here, where it's a closed menu at most times, and you can barely read it. They may notice it sometime tomorrow, you know, if they play that long. But unless you kind of force your existence on someone else, if they don't know to look for it, they're not going to know you from the NPCs. They're going to think you're an NPC, which is part of it. You know, it's just something you get used to. You'll slip through the cracks, and a lot of people play this game for weeks or even months without ever knowing that there are other players in it. They think it's a single player game, even though it says it's a MMO. There's no forced interaction, which is good. And you know, a lot of the gankers and the griefers, they force the interaction, and they do it in a negative way, but that's how they have their fun. They paid for the game too, and that's, you know, it's how they want to play it. I disagree with that, but they do have the right to play. So however they choose to play in their sandbox, if they get their jollies off by kicking other people's sandcastles down, then, you know, why did we build it to begin with? I guess so he could kick it down. I tend to, on my primary account, defend the sandcastles from the people who would kick them down. I'm not the greatest at it. I have fun doing it. I enjoy it, and I try to teach as many other people how to play the game and protect their sandcastle from getting kicked down. No one can protect you in this game, so when someone's trying to recruit you, remember that. The only person that can protect you is you. There is safety in numbers, yes, but it doesn't matter if you're in a squadron of 200 people. If you get interdicted, you're still by yourself until those other people get there, and you have to know how to survive long enough for them to get there. And the best way to survive, if you're not a fighter, is to run or take the death. You know, I mean, it sucks. There's another game that's for PC. It's EVE Online. It's very cutthroat. This game is very much like that, just completely different. Everything that it is, this game is not, and everything that this game is, EVE is not. They're not really competitive. I mean, it's two completely different games, but they went about building each game completely differently, and they are so different yet so similar that they are not in competition with one another. Alright, let's turn these missions in, and then we will refit a second ship. And, okay, no, that not going to take that long to land. Or as soon as I land this, I'll end the video and I'll start the next video refitting the ship.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Since this video can only be an hour at a time, the way I have to upload it from PSN, I will end it as soon as I turn these missions in, and then I'll start another one. And there you have it. Alright. There you go. We started the day with 150,000. We bought a ship, fit it, did a couple missions, turned them in, or back up to 85,000. And in the next video, I will be switching a ship, which will probably be more expensive, so I'll need that extra 85,000. But we'll be able to do a couple other things. But until next time, I would say fly safe, but this is Elite Dangerous, not Elite Safe.